Battlefield 2042 is getting its second major update on November the 25th, so you might be watching this video the day before it drops, and you should be pretty excited if you are. There's going to be a ton of great quality of life changes as well as excellent gameplay changes that a lot of people have been asking for, and that's not all. They also detailed that there is another patch coming in early December that will fix even more. So without further ado, don't forget that if you enjoyed today's video, to leave it a nice, thick, and juicy like as always. Of course, if you enjoy this kind of content, you want more like it, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button right underneath the video. Also gotta thank my channel members. You guys help make these videos possible. If you want to join, get access to the exclusive perks that they get, and be sure to check out that blue join button. Anyway, let's begin. They also hint at a third patch coming just before the holidays, and even a tease at Season 1 coming supposedly in early 2022, which I'm very much looking forward to. Now there's a couple of really important things in this article that I want to look at. Of course, they do discuss how they're looking to support and evolve the game for years to come. I'm very excited about that. I think of all the games previously that have had their support cut early, or maybe should have or could have gotten an extra year of support like Battlefield 1, I think they need to take their time and just invest in a game, make it the best it possibly can be. And with 2042 having Portal, having all the possibilities that it has, and then of course All Out Warfare has plenty of potential in itself, I think this is a game you could sit and really just support for years and years. I think it's one of those games that has that potential if they treat it the right way, which hopefully they do. They do also talk briefly about legacy features such as an end of round scoreboard. I don't know if this means that the in-game scoreboard is not coming and it's only going to be an end of round scoreboard. I would prefer just your regular classic scoreboard for in-game and end of round, but I'll take honestly anything, as well as a server browser and of course in-game voice chat, all important things to the Battlefield experience. They do say that they have plenty to say at the moment, but they can't share it quite yet, and they'll discuss it with us at a further date. Hopefully these are things that we hear about soon. Obviously I want the game to be functioning first before we start adding more things to the game, but hopefully it all just kind of comes together relatively quickly, and then we can get into things like Season 1. Now getting into the actual fixes that we're going to have in the game, they are looking at hit reg fixes on servers. There is still definitely some hit reg issues that a lot of people are experiencing, including myself. Definitely if you have clips of this, you have footage of this and having issues, report it through the proper channels. If you can, report it to devs and whatnot on social media. Make sure that they're aware of this so they can have as much information as possible, as much data as possible to help fix these issues and find out what's causing this. They're also looking into fixing the busted breakthrough servers that have the infinite end screens and whatnot, and trying to improve those, find out what is going on with those, and they seem like they're going to have a fix for that so that we don't have as many breakthrough servers that you get into that are just infinite end screens. They also seem to have found a fix by working with Microsoft to figure out why there was the Xbox turning off bug that was happening to a lot of people on Series X. I never had it on Series X, but I know a lot of people that have, so it's good to see that they are working on a fix for that, and it should be fixed. The next thing is, of course, the gunplay. The big discussion there is the spread. The spread has been ridiculous on a lot of the weapons, and they said that they're going to be just flat out reducing the amount of spread that is there because the SMGs are just dominating pretty much every weapon out there except for the SVK and the sniper rifles. It just is. The SMGs are incredible, especially the PP, which is getting a nerf predictably. They are making the PP have more recoil, so your PP will be shooting up in the air. Make sure you pull down on your stick or your mouse so that you aren't shooting your PP on your teammates, and you make sure you hit the enemy with it. I had to make a lot of PP jokes because how can you not? They're also going to be nerfing the Hovercraft and the Nightbird. They said the Hovercraft is supposed to be an alternative to the LATV4, not an upgrade, and I couldn't agree with them more. Now, that being said, I do think all of those kinds of vehicles should have things like cannons just removed. I don't think they should have 30 and 50 millimeter cannons on them, or grenade launchers, or really anything like that. That is not supposed to be the purpose of transport vehicles, yet somehow they're more decked out than a freaking tank, which is kind of unbelievable when they're not supposed to be those kinds of things. They don't say anything about that. I hope they end up realizing that they're a bit ridiculous in their current state in general, or they just nerf them so that they're not quite as insane. I think the miniguns on them are totally fine. I don't like the cannons on them. It just seems completely unnecessary and just flat out annoying for the most part. They have actually reintroduced XP into Portal and solo and co-op modes already, if you have not noticed. This was a way to try and deter XP farms, and of course there are still XP farms in Portal that I'm sure you guys are seeing every time you look in there, and it's kind of funny because they do have the cap on them, so it's really pointless to just go out of your way and make a Portal server to XP farm when you could just boot up a solo round of Breakthrough if you wanted to. It's really that easy. I don't know why anyone needs to make a whole Portal server and waste people's time there, but you do use Scotty P. Hopefully they just start banning these XP farms out of Portal so that we can have those slots available for more interesting game modes and really let the community take advantage of Portal. And then of course they have, like I said, they looked into just getting rid of the XP farms in general, so hopefully they monitor that. Now for some smaller improvements that they are making, they are looking into the soldier revive that, you know, you die and your nose hair is touching a wall. Well, you can't be revived. That's a bit of an issue. And they are re-enabling the UAV 1 in Battlefield Portal, so for those of you that were suffering in Bad Company 2, you'll be able to use the UAV 1 again, but it won't be quite as powerful. It's gonna get the proper nerf that it really needed. Again, they're balancing the hovercraft and the Nightbird, and then the reduction to spread is of course coming to the weapons, except for shotguns, but it'll help to result in more consistent bullet spread during gameplay, which I think is a good thing, and it'll help with more consistent gunplay. Then of course below all this we have all of the various changes coming in patch number 3. This is going to be a massive freaking patch. Just looking at this, I'm gonna link this down below so you guys can look at this yourself. This is a ton of stuff, and I'm very excited to see what everyone thinks of this and all the different changes that are coming. I'm excited to just see the changes in general. There's some really cool ones in here that I think you guys are gonna like, and I encourage you to check out the link to this article because there's some really cool stuff here. So anyway, let me know down below what you guys think of the changes coming on November the 24th, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.